We're not even 5 days into the new year and the United States has already launched military strikes inside of Venezuela. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. Time for the Daily Scream. Okay, so if you feel like you've missed an entire season of world events, let me attempt to catch you up to speed in plain English. The United States launched military strikes inside Venezuela. During said operations, U.S. forces captured Nicolas Maduro, who was the president of Venezuela, and they then flew him to New York to face U.S. criminal charges. Now, Maduro is widely accused of corruption, drug trafficking, and brutal repression. Many Venezuelans have suffered under his rule for years, and that part matters, so remember that. Here's the part that should make everybody pause. The U.S. is saying this was not a war. They're calling it a law enforcement operation. Even though we bombed parts of Venezuela, people's homes were damaged, and civilians were unfortunately caught in the crossfire. So are we technically at war? Officially, no. Realistically, when a country launches airstrikes and removes that country's leader, I mean, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a fucking duck. Now you might be seeing posts saying Venezuelans are celebrating, this is liberation. And for some people, yeah, after years of dictatorship, they finally have a feeling of hope. However, immediately after this happened, the US stock market jumped and oil companies' stocks surged, especially companies that want access to Venezuela's oil. And Venezuela just so happens to have one of the largest oil reserves on Earth. Interesting. Quick history lesson. The US has done this before. The US invaded Iraq during the Bush administration and they were like, we're doing this because they have weapons of mass destruction, which were conveniently never found. And Bush was also like, we want to spread democracy and liberate Iraq. But weirdly enough, Iraq also has one of the largest oil reserves in the world. And after invading Iraq, Western oil companies were able to gain access to that oil. Regardless, after the Iraqi government collapsed, the chaos helped extremist groups like ISIS take over. Not because the US wanted that to happen, but because toppling a government without any real plan to provide freedom has consequences. Right now, the US is keeping many of the same power structures in Venezuela. Same police, same military leadership, same oil officials. So this isn't a democracy yet, it's control and stability. You can believe Maduro was bad and still question bombing another country. You can also want Venezuelans to be free and liberated, but still notice that oil profits surged in the US immediately. And that's why a lot of people are questioning the US government right now. Not because we aren't happy that Venezuelans have been liberated from a horrible dictator, but because we've seen this before. And somehow, we still never learn.